And now, Anna Does Everything proudly presents Cinderella. It is based on the story of Cinderella. What? Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time, there lived a young girl named Cinderella. Cinderella had 4 ugly, mean stepsisters named Fiona, Ophelia, Ursula, and Ramona. Fiona, Ophelia, Ursula, and Ramona made Cinderella do all the chores. Sweep the floors. Wash the dishes. Do it all. Said Fiona, Ophelia, Ursula, and Ramona all together. One day, the king and Quadrillion Hand's messengers said, "Hear ye! Hear ye! The king of Quadrillion Hand is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince 14. But Cinderella is not welcome. Her stepsisters are. "He's going to marry me," said Fiona. Ophelia said, "No way, Fiona! He's going to marry me." Ursula said, "Both of you are wrong! He's going to marry me." Ramona said, "All 3 of you are wrong! He's going to marry me." Later, Cinderella is so sad because she can't go to the ball and marry Prince 14, while her fairy godmother asks her what's wrong by saying, "Why are you crying, Cinderella?" Cinderella responds, "I got lots of chores to be done. I can't go to the ball and marry Prince 14. Cinderella's fairy godmother said, "I can help with a bit of magic." Cinderella's fairy godmother chants the magic words, "Quiddity, quaddity, quaddity, quoo," and waves her magic wand. Because of that, all of Cinderella's chores are all done. But Cinderella's fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, "Cinderella, go fetch me a pumpkin." Luckily, Cinderella has 4 pumpkins. Cinderella's fairy godmother said, and then chants the magic words, "Quiddity, quaddity, quaddity, quoo," and waves her magic wand to turn the 4 pumpkins into a handsome coach drawn by 8 strong horses. And then Cinderella's clothes into a gathered crowd. Cinderella said, "I've never seen such a quadtastic gown. And get a lot of my glass slippers." Her fairy godmother said, "Have fun, mighty Cinderella. But I would warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken, and everything will turn back to the way it was before." Cinderella accepted the warning. Meanwhile, at the ball, Prince 14 was wondering who he should marry. Fiona, Ophelia, Ursula, and Ramona said all together, "He's walking towards me." But he's not walking towards any of them. He's walking towards Cinderella. Cinderella and Prince 14 dance happily together. But later, Cinderella realizes it's midnight, so she scurried out of the ball. And she was running so fast that she lost both her glass slippers. Prince 14 was so worried that he might never see Cinderella again. So he traveled all around Quadrillion Hand to find her, and brought the 2 tiny glass slippers with him. He knocked on the door of the home where Cinderella and her stepsisters live, but instead of Cinderella, he finds Fiona, Ophelia, Ursula, and Ramona. He then said, "Ladies, I have a favor to ask. Kitty and Fiona tried on these glass slippers. Fiona at first, but her feet are too big. Oh, Fiona's not, but her feet are too small. Ursula and Ramona did the same thing, but their feet don't fit either. Suddenly, Prince 14 notices Swarla's sweet singing. The glass slippers fit! Swarla gets so excited because she's happy to have her Prince 14 back. And they both lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story. Yeah. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrew Does Everything. And if you want to see some sequels, tell your friends about it. And then, take care, Andrew Stores. Bye. And now, Andrew Does Everything proudly presents 289 It is based on the story of Cinderella with a plot twist. Let's tell you the story, shall we? Once upon a time in a faraway land named November to Centumlingham, there was a young woman named 289 289 had 20 ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters named Tina, Winona, Una, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Davina, Eleonora, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, Tara, Nina, Indira, Natasha, and Erica. All 20 of them constantly made fun of 289 made her do all the chores and watch her work. 289, wench! Sweep the floors, wash the dishes, do it all! Said Tina to Erica all together. One day, the king of Novamata Jinta Deuce Centumlingham's messenger arrives and says, Hear ye, hear ye! The king of Novamata Jinta Deuce Centumlingham is kind, wise, and caring. His Majesty is going to throw a ball, and whoever has the most beautiful gown and crown shall marry his son, Prince Novamata Jinta Deuce Centumling. Tina, Winona, Una, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Davina, Eleonora, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, Tara, Nina, and Natasha are overjoyed and picked out dresses to wear to the ball, but 289 feels left out. He is going to marry me, said Tina, the oldest stepsister, to which her younger sisters disagree and argue over who will marry Prince November Tumbling fall in love with later. 289 is so sad, distraught, and upset about not going to the ball and marrying Prince November Tumbling. Whatever will I do? She whimpers. Suddenly, her fairy godmother arrives and comforts 289. There, now 289, she said. I'll fix everything. No one will know what to do. She then waves her magic wand. Because of that, 289 his chores are all done, but her fairy godmother is not done yet. She said, 289 go fetch me a pumpkin and some mice. Luckily, 289 has her friends. 289 pumpkins and 578 mice. 289's fairy godmother waves her magic wand again to turn The 289 plugins into a handsome coach. The 578 mice into horses. And then 289 rows reclose into a gown and crown. And then a pair of magical glass slippers appear on her feet. 289 says, I've never seen such a November Digita do such double-tastic gown! And get a lot of my magical glass slipper sparkling. Her fairy godmother, how can I ever thank you enough? And climbs into the coach. Well, 289 you can't, but have fun. But I will warn you, return home before midnight, or the spell will be broken and everything will change back to the way it was before. And so, 289 accepted the warning. At the ball, the king of Novem Ataginta Dusa Tullingham asks, wonder who to marry, Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tupling, to which Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tupling responds, yes, father. Suddenly, 289 arrives at the ball just in time. Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tupling sees her, walks straight towards her, and says, you must be 289 May I please have this dance? Yes, said 289 overjoyed. And so, she and Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tupling dance happily together. Tina, Winona, Una, Hilda, Uma, Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Delphina, Eleonora, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, Tara, Yadina, Nina, Indura, Nasha, and Ergo watched them jealously as they wanted Prince November Tony to fall in love with them. What? Prince November Jin Duset only loves 289 orange? Said Tina, the oldest stepsisters. Her. Yes, at her younger sisters. They shout all together. But later, 289 realized it's almost midnight, so she scurried out of the ball. And she was running so fast that she lost one of her glass slippers. The next day, the king of Novem Ataginta Dusa Tumlingham and Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tumling traveled all around the neighborhood, trying to find 289 who captured Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tumling's heart and brought the glass slipper she lost with them. By the time they arrive, Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tumling knocked on the door of the house where 289 and her ugly, mean, wicked stepsisters lived. But instead of 289 they find Tina, Winona, Una, Hilda, Uma, and Nicola, Diana, Ramona, Estrella, Davina, Eleonora, Isabella, Georgia, Hannah, Tara, Yadina, Nina, and Daira, Nasha, and Erica. Prince Novem Ataginta Tupling then says, ladies, my father, the king of Novem Ataginta Dusa Tuplingham, and I have a favor to ask. Can any of you try on this glass slipper? Tina is first, but her foot is too big. We notice this, but her foot is too small. Nonsense! It fits, she said. The rest did the same, but none of their feet fit either. Suddenly, the king of Novem Ataginta Dusa Tumlingham, Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tupling, noticed 289 singing. Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tupling and your majesty, is that you guys? She uttered excitedly. 289 my dear daughter-in-law, we found you! Exclaims the king of Novem Ataginta Dusa Tumlingham. And the glass slipper fits! And the king of Novem Ataginta Dusa Tumlingham, Prince Novem Ataginta Dusa Tupling, and 289 around and lived happily ever after. The end. I hope you enjoyed this story, Andrews Doers. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on Andrews Everything, and buy our merchandise at AndrewsEverything.com. Take care. Bye.